Taylor, I want to ask you about your work at the Statistical Research Group at Columbia University during World War II, but what our experience were important around that time in your career. Friedman, so far as your questions about economic versus statistics is concerned, you should not. You should note that for the 2 years before I went to the Statistical Research Group, I was at the United States Treasury Department where it was entire economics and negligible statistics. We were designing the wartime tax program. Unfortunately, a large part of the income tax today derives from what happened during the war. That was when withholding was introduced. That was when rates were really high, way up, and they were made more progressive. So every one of the present disputes exists then, even the marriage penalty. The proposal we made at the Treasury, we eliminated the marriage penalty, but our solution wasn't politically feasible. There was a very good group of economists at the Treasury, including Lowell Harris and Bill Bickley. Taylor, so that was also part of a war effort. Friedman, sure, I went there in 1941, just before we got into the war, and the big issue during that period was the argument between the price control people and the people who want to hold down inflation through taxation. In the summer of 1941, I participated in a research project with Carl Schwab, and we wrote a book, Taxing to Prevent Inflation. It's not something I'm very proud of now. It was in the style of a model, and it had to do with how much taxation was required to prevent inflation, which I now believe was a wrong issue. Taylor, you published a paper in the American Economic Review in 1942 on the inflationary gap. I want to come back to that, but was it also part of your work at Treasury? Friedman, oh yes, it was while I was at the Treasury. Let's discuss your work at the Statistical Research Group in New York during the war. It was heavily statistically oriented, but was there much economics? All entire statistical orient, no economics at